Let It Shine. Let It Shine, Sarah Beckles.
Have you ever been to the coastline and seen the reassuring sight of a lighthouse, brightly painted and shining its beacon across the wild waves? That lighthouse shines over land and sea. It can be seen through fog and rain. It's a beacon of hope for the mariners who are trying to find their way past rocks and shoals and through treacherous currents and eddies to find their way to safe harbor. Have you ever thought that you yourself have what it takes to be a lighthouse, to help others find their way, to navigate their way on the journey of life? You do. But in order to shine most brightly, in order to be a great beacon of hope, it helps to know a few things about the characteristics of lighthouses. First, they shine 24/7, even though generally they're only noticed when it's dark or stormy. Secondly, they're located in the treacherous places. And third, they only guide, they don't steer the ship. So what does it mean to be a lighthouse, to shine 24/7? Well, I suggest that it means to be a true friend, a true relationship. Not what they call a fair weather friend. You know, the kind who shows up when the party is on and everything is good, but mysteriously vanishes when it's moving day and there's heavy lifting or emotional baggage to carry. Nor would a 24/7 lighthouse be what I call a foul weather friend. The kind of person who delights in what they call schadenfreude, the pain of others. You've probably seen those. They show up around the water cooler when there's tension in the office. You poor thing, I heard what happened. Such terrible news. Same thing happened to my brother's cousin's nephew's mother-in-law 5 years ago, and she ain't got over it yet. No, a true lighthouse is there in a relationship through thick and thin, through good and bad. There for the good times, there when it's needed. But I assure you, they are most noticeable in the dark times, to shine the light of grace and mercy into someone else's dark night of the soul. To do that sometimes involves taking a risk, being involved in things that might be treacherous or dangerous, so to speak, like a lighthouse positioned on the coastline, not in Nebraska. To be able to be there and to say what needs to be said, whether or not it's politically correct, or whether or not the person even seems to want your advice. To say something whether or not they're ready to hear it, but you know it needs to be said. My husband is one such lighthouse for me. I love my mother dearly. She lives 1,500 miles away in New Jersey, and we talk on the phone at least once a week, sometimes for an hour or more. And most of the time, it is wonderful. But every now and then, she punches one of my buttons and makes me feel like I'm 12 years old again. You know, she might say something like, "How's your diet going, dear?" And my voice gets tight and my teeth start to clench, and from the other room, from the man cave of his office, my husband calls out, "Honey, come here, I need you." Did I say treacherous? Oh yeah, because my reaction isn't, "Sure thing, sweetheart." No. "I'm on the phone with my mother." Did I say lighthouse? "I know, honey. Tell her you call her back. I need you now, please." Bang. What? And he says, "Honey, I need to tell you I love you. I need to tell you that you are a woman of worth. I need to tell you that you are valuable and precious." And he shines the light so that I can find my way out of that eddy of feeling like I'm 12 again. Find my way back to who I am and who I want and need to be on my personal journey. To do that is the third point. Keith can't make me change. He can only guide and shine the light, empower the choice, but he can't steer. If you're a parent, you know this very well. You can empower, you can give good advice, you can help form and provide the information for someone else to make a good decision, but unfortunately we're all human. And every once in a while someone's going to foul up. Every once in a while someone's going to make a mistake despite all the best advice and end up crashing out and burning on one of those hidden rocks. But if you're a lighthouse, you don't say, okay, I'm done. I'm going to stop shining now because you didn't listen. No, a true lighthouse not only keeps shining, but sends out the rescue party with the lifeboats. And so too, you can help, you can assist, even when someone has crashed once, to help them find their way safely again. The story is told of a battleship underway late at night, and it sees a light in the distance, and it flashes change course. And the light flashes back, you change course. Well, battleships are big, they don't change easily, so it says, you change course now, I'm a battleship. From the distance says, I'm a lighthouse. Please change course now. You see, our society seems to value the battleship. Our society says, just do it, like Nike says, or take charge, take control of your life, like the pop psychologists on the OWN network. Or perhaps it says, be the captain of your fate, the admiral of your destiny. But I submit that there's a better way to go through life than charging full steam ahead. I suggest the better way, the greatest fulfillment, is to plant yourself firmly on the rock. Be there in a true relationship 24/7. Be consistent. Shine the light of grace and mercy and speak the truth in love and empower others. Indeed, now is your time. Let yourself shine.